Hey, what's up, everybody? We're just gonna pick up where we left off. I'm gonna change the setting. Alright. Okay. We can start at the top and let him go. See what happens. Start at the top, let him go. Impeccable. Well, I'm just stuck there. Interesting. Well, that's probably not pleasant. Let's try it again. Sick. That was sick. This is some really amazing cannabis flower, you guys. Every day when I feel like shit, mentally, this can get me right. This is the Crazy Hazy strain by Cresco Labs. It's a sativa. It's really strong, dude. THC is 1.11% after you burn the THCA. And the THCA is 32.4. I've already told people here on the channel, don't just go for the highest number. But when it comes to sativa, I like to do that. It's got a really delicious terpene profile. Like kind of gassy, kind of pineapple-y. It reminds me of deadass some Dutch haze and some Pineapple Express. There's not many strains that smell like this. Actually, there's a whole lineage of strains that smell like this, but you know what I mean. When you get it, you know. You know. Let's pack this one out. Okay. That's a good bowl there. Good bowl there, Billy. Now, I take the rolling tray. It's so sticky. It's sticking to my fingers. You take the rolling tray, and you get all the weed that got stuck to your fingers because it was too sticky. It's back on the tray. Dude, it's actually going to help me grip my controller. Well, yeah, we're playing Skate 3, okay? If you're new here, check out my YouTube. I just uploaded a hilarious video. If you're into K-pop or whatever, if you know Mamamoo, if you know who Hwasa is, she's doing a dance in one of her newer videos, and she's dead ass like spreading her butt cheeks apart. And I reacted to it, and it's pretty fucking hilarious. Go check it out. If you're a fan of K-pop, you'll think it's funny as well. Let me just pull up the live chat. excuse myself for a bong blast, and then we'll get to some rad tricks. Thank you for watching. Twitch. I'm gonna be making a pretty damn crazy video soon. You know, there's only 2x optical zoom or 3x optical zoom on the GoPro, which is okay. I wish there was a little more of a digital zoom option on the device, but yeah. I'm just gonna pull my headset real quick. Alright guys, back. I really killed that bong bowl. I love that bong so much. Excuse me, we're good. I went into great detail before about talking about all the gear I owned over the years. But this small bong, I love it. You know, in the kitchen, I've got 2 like percolator towers. I want to get this neon green radioactive looking straight tube from Gilly Glass. It's got like a double UFO shower head. So it's not like, it's more diffusion than filtration. Does that make sense? I'm just saying, I really wanted to kiss this guy. It's gonna be a good song. I promise, it's gonna be a real good song. Oh man, what made me bail? Oh. I'm really sorry for coughing. Sorry, that's the last time. Because of, I just wanted to get that done. I didn't really sit there and enjoy myself. I really, quite literally choked down the entire bowl just so I can get back to the game. That was cool though, how I did that nose blunt and then I like backflip onto the wall. Out of bounds. Oh man, I really thought I was gonna get that. That was a massive 360 flip. I knew I was gonna bail there. I wasn't really paying attention. I was just thinking about that heel flip. Yeah, yada yada yada. Yeah, the triple heel flip was probably the nicest. Oh my goodness, I feel great, y'all. That's gross. My apologies. I don't know. I had a friend who, unfortunately, he suffered from alcoholism. He was kind of a piece of shit, right? But he would always chug beer instead of, there was a time period when I was younger when I still partied, right? I was a hard liquor guy. But my homie, he chugged beer. He would always belch. But it would sound, it was always unwelcome. And, like, it definitely got stale. But it would be funny, even if it was irritating, because when he belched, it's like, it would be like Barney from The Simpsons. It would be like a cartoon, comical, perfect beer, beer. It's like slam metal. I'm trying to do a burp sound. I really can. I'm good at slam vocals. I'm good at gutturals and stuff, right? Okay. But seriously, if you like, if you eat a bunch of dairy and then you get like the little going and then do gutturals, I'm serious, it works. Like when you wake up in the morning when you're phlegmy and you do shit like that. Obviously I can't do it into the headset. This is like a Walmart headset, bro. This is like one of the worst pieces of gaming shit I've ever had. I had I didn't have a Turtle Beach or anything. I had the official branded Xbox headset. It got destroyed, and so I was SOL for a while, trying to use an old one that was taped together. I said, nah, fuck that. And I was at round one, like playing Dance Rush or something, playing Step Maniacs or something, and I won the headset in a Keymaster. The one where the key sticks out and then you gotta turn it. really didn't appreciate that. Just, So yeah, I had to adjust a few settings here. I did a rant yesterday morning because dude, you guys, I don't know what's up with my health, but I have not been sleeping properly. I rolled over and I was like, okay, I'm good. And as you can see, I fell asleep on the couch again. Because I was watching TV and petting the cat. And I already had my alarm set. I was already showered and everything. I said, meow, and I passed the fuck out. But I passed the fuck out while I was watching crime scene. Not crime scene. I was watching crime interrogation footage. So my whole algorithm is gonna be yeah. But you know what? I love true crime. Like First 48, cold case files. I love cold case files. Like how the fuck did you solve the mystery, Derek? You fucking cock. I was so steezy. I thought I was gonna land on the quarter pipe. So like I came over here, right? But when I did my thing here, and I put it down sideways, and I slid the rest of the rotation, or did I just land it sloppily? That was cool looking. What did I do here? I said, that. But let's see. Wait. Let's pause it. Can you even hit the quarter pipe coming from this angle? Oh, almost. Like maybe you can. That would be cool. Hey, thanks for watching. If you're new here, I just posted a pretty funny clip and a short as well. They're a clone of each other. Just one is short format and one is the video clip. And it's yeah. I'll let you react to it because I don't want to like explain it. I explained it in the beginning of the stream. But if you're a fan of K-pop, yeah, you'll find it funny. Check that shit out, like that shit, share it, fucking, come on now. Well, you see, I crashed. Wait, what the fuck? How did I bail? Did I hit my elbow or my head? Because that was dope. I hit my hand. I was trying to do the step up Steve. It failed miserably. This one's for Tom Hanks. Ah, not quite. I need more caffeine juice. Oh yeah, that's what I was ranting about. Not sleeping well. Dude, literally, this morning, I said, I did that sigh of relief. I said, oh, that's comfortable. It's gonna be a good night's sleep. And then my alarm went off. So how long was I turning around in my sleep? I definitely missed the landing. Let's get the big launch on the nipple. That's actually pretty low. I'm sorry, I'm ripping. I did that tuck knee on the fakie. What the fuck? I'm sorry, I'm ripping. Why don't we start from the boob flip? Alright, here we go. Hey, I like the other angle. What? Wait, what? Oh, oozing style. He's holding the 90. He's holding the 90 on the mute. He lets it go. This little nose slappy. Nollie. Pinks off the wall. He's riding fakie. And he's holding that grab like a motherfucking majestic swan. Stop looking at me, Swan. Wait, quit looking at me, Swan. I landed on that stone and no one else can tell me otherwise. Fuck you, game. Just do a regular kick turn like in real life. Did you see that? I love doing that. That was choppy and sad. Oh, no. Well, I spent too much time here. I do that a lot because in the morning, linking backflips together or just doing twisties, that shit's therapeutic, my G. Here, check this out. Let's do that. I didn't try to do a foot plant. I tried to crouch into a coffin. Oh man, I'm here. I need more of the juice. I was ranting about not sleeping right. Definitely need more of the juice. That was pretty classy. That was not. I mean, that was a hell of an impact. Oh, there's your problem. Oh, but this was pretty classy, you know? I already done my series of flips. The internet is a series of flips. Okay, and then I did a little bit of this. If you like watching me play skate, check out my last stream. It's about an hour and a half where I tried to keep it together. I tried to remain coherent and cohesive, but I ended up breaking down and ranting about some terrible neighbors that moved into one of my first apartments near, and I almost had to condemn the entire building because of that. I'm sorry for overusing the instant replay. I that was really styling. Fucking style, brother. Juicy style. Just a lofty shove it, and he just pushes it in like revert style. Well, that wasn't very fun. Okay, let's go down the mountainside, doing some fun stuff, and then teleport somewhere else. I know this game is old, but even for the time period, this map is pretty small even. Oh my god, that was so crusty. Why do I keep hitting that rock? I want to fly over. I'm sorry, I have to watch my first trick because I ruined my line. I did a little dance here. Putting it down. Okay. I'm so distracted from not sleeping. Hey bro, don't you know he's sleep deprived? Don't you mean sleep deprived? No. He goes around sleepwalking and assaults people. I know what I said. Why do you think Billy Joel wrote that song? In the middle of the night, I go R-word in my sleep. Oh, that's a parody artist? That's Billy Hole? That's not a real song? Oh. Fuck. Are you ready for bunghole? I hate myself. But that's okay. I love video games. No way. Alright, I'm giving myself one more attempt and one more minute. Excuse me. Because I'm distracted. And then we'll teleport somewhere. Might do some glitches, might do some tricks. Who knows? I might talk about, carnitas? Oh. Come on, man. It's time to teleport. This is boring. Oh man, my feet are cold. Okay, here's one of the socks. Where's my other sock? Don't say filled with cum. Okay. We're gonna do the Eags glitch because it's so entertaining. It's almost part of my morning routine. I gotta do this super bounce and like hit someone in the face. Peace. Peace, peace, peace. Up my butthole. The fuck are you looking at, bitch? She knows I have a small cock. She knows I have a small cock. Sorry about that. That was like incel on Broadway right there. That's what that was. She hates my cock. No, she hates it. You're a misogynist. No, she hates my cock. She thinks I'm ugly. Hang on, I gotta place my marker over here to do my... and obviously I'm being satirical and silly and exaggerative and hyperbolic, okay? Like, the incel community, the community that, you know, hates women and, you know, fucking harbors Nazis and, well, like, disgusting pieces of shit, like, Jordan Peterson, you know, like, just, yeah. Young men are dying. Young men in America are dying and are depressed and no one's talking about it. Shut the fuck up, pussy ass bitch. That whole narrative of men's mental health, nobody cares. Oh, young man. Like, dude, you're just getting school shooter type kids all amped up. Like, yeah, I'll show you. I'll be heard. I'll be known. Yikes, playing with fire. Jordan Peterson is not only, you know, homophobic, transphobic piece of shit. He's one of those, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get into it, but I saw a meme on his Jordan Peterson versus 20 atheists or whatever video, and it was a fucking hilarious meme where they're like, sound like Kermit the Frog, and I was like, yeah, he does. Young men are dying. Anyway, I saw the fucking meme about him, and that's why I'm calling it to mind. He's an idiot. He's one of those guys. I grew up with a lot of guys like this. I'm like a staunch, like, atheist. I'm like, dude, how? Give me the evidence. There's no evidence. Fuck you. Blah, 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 blah. Come on. But I grew up, because I grew up, like, on and off, going on and off to, like, a private Presbyterian school. There were a lot of people that, like, rebelled against religion, but were, like, on the fence so hard it was up their butthole. No, I'm just agnostic. But then there were people that were like, fuck, what did they used to say? I'm gonna get this bitch. There were the people that, like, wouldn't admit that they're Christians, but they would always, like, drop hints or, like, say there could be a God, or, like, you know, they just wouldn't. Jordan Peterson is one of those people. He thinks it's probably socially corny to be a Christian and maybe unprovable, and so he sits on the fence like it's his vibrator. But also, he doesn't ever say anything of substance. He's never said anything of substance, and I'm not gonna get hung up on this. I'm just gonna say about Mr. Jordan Peterson, because he doesn't deserve to be called Dr. Jordan Peterson, because he doesn't do anything. Oh shit. He's one of those guys that answers questions with a question. And now, is that a move I pull out of my back pocket? Of course. Is it something that you can use from time to time to like challenge an idea or something? Of course. Yeah. So if someone says, well, da 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 da, and you say, well, how do you define X? Okay. That's valid. Okay? It's a valid like approach. Okay? But he does that all the time to the point where he actually never says anything. He spends the whole time answering questions with questions and trying to break down other people's, dogmas or theologies or viewpoints. And he never... He's so stupid. But that's the thing that's so scary about America, is that you've got a guy from Canada, first of all, who's influencing us. But Americans are so stupid that some guy in a suit can just say word soup, and they're like, oh yeah, okay, it is the woman's fault that men are psychotic. Yeah, it is women's fault that men are psychotic. Oh yeah. And he says all nature had transphobic diarrhea, right? And homophobic diarrhea. But he never really says anything. He just goes, oh, really, the thing about that is 50% of the people prefer Jiffy, and 50% of the people prefer fucking my semen. Like, he just doesn't say anything. So I'm done now. I'm done talking about it. I can make bullet points and dig deeper into why this guy's a scumbag, but I just don't like his format. The fact that he doesn't ever like say anything. That he's like I stated earlier, it's okay to answer a question with a question or something thought provoking from time to time or as needed. Like, but you can't like write a thesis statement like that. You can't like convey an overarching point like that. So he just does this word vomit and people are like, oh yeah, he's smart. It's a doctor. Slippery slope, dude. No one exercises critical thinking. And that's not a smart ass or ableist thing to say. Critical thinking is just, okay, dissect the event, what happened, who was involved, what this, or whatever it is, whatever you may be deciphering. I don't think they teach critical thinking in school anymore, man. Because there's young people on the Trump train, and you could say, oh, well, obviously their brain hasn't formed and they've been influenced by their parents. No, dude, there's so many young people, high school age all the way up to my age, 35, that have drank the Trump Kool-Aid, dude. And this is not primarily a political channel at all. This is a gaming and fucking smoking buds and talking about music and fucking hanging out and having fun channel. But the world's on fire right now. And it's terrifying. If you're an American citizen and you're not absolutely terrified at the deterioration of democracy right now, then you're a peasant. You're one of the fucking, not a peasant. You're like a peon. You're one of the pawns. You're part of it. I liked landing on that bank. That looked pretty fucking sick. Because there's so many people I've spoken to, or at least even heard on talk radio saying like, well, Trump didn't ever say he was going to do this. Dude, he campaigned on mass deportation and shit. Where were you guys? Well, he said he was going to make it great again. He didn't say this. I was crusty. Putting it down like origami, bro. Oh. That was origami. I used my mouth. I'm sorry, that was too classy, guys. That was way too classy. We gotta check that. We gotta peep that on the slow-mo. Happy Pride Month, by the way. Edit, clip. I'm sorry, that's obnoxious. Yeah, let's try the. You know what? It's icy. Let's just make it like molasses, bro. I could take a sip on the run up. Thanks for watching. It's just like textbook skateboarding. Oh my god, my feet are cold. It's cold in here. But even the dismount was stylish. Because I nollied just when I ran out of space to nollie. I landed my transition clean enough, but just on the roll away here, when I decide I'm going to bump off that tree. I bump off the tree and I just do this really clean varial flip. That's what I like about the skateboarding video game, is that you could be like, you could inject parts of realism and then you could do things like fucking launch and do sick ass stuff. Like, okay, that's a video game, but like you mix it together and it's cool. So it's like, you know, you're doing like a hyper realism skateboarding, you're doing like a Manny combo or like a ledge line, and then all of a sudden you do like a huge whoop off of a little bump and you do a flip. It's, you know, that flip over that gap that I just did, it's not humanly impossible, but I know this is a game, but nobody's trying that in real life right now, okay? Skateboarding's already evolved to a point where it's pretty fucking extreme. People are pushing the envelope daily. Oh my god, like that. Crusty style. Crusty style. He has the crusty style. What makes it styling is, that's what I love about skateboarding, is like 10 people can do the same trick, but all with different stylistic inflections. Like, look, I'm tweaked out, I'm on the one wheel, right? But I'm using just the momentum from the kink rail. Do you see how I start my ollie really slow and close to the obstacle? I'm using just the momentum of the kink rail to pull me through. That little flip line helped me, because I wanted to get into the tail slide. do a few more, shall we? Okay, so if you line it up right, though, you can grind on the concrete underneath the handrail. Oh my god, that was fucking sick as hell. I want to see it from like a dramatic angle. Okay. Oh my god, I didn't even hit a single stair. Yeah, even this mount was pretty stylish. My neck is not. Oh! Once again, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. It makes my fucking day. Because I'm an old fart. I guess I'm unk status now because I'm 35, so I started making silly videos online again. Go check them out. YouTube eags, E-A-G-E-S. My @ on YouTube is @eags420. I put the weed number because I don't know if everyone knows this. This is not my first YouTube channel. I had a YouTube channel since like YouTube launched, but it got deleted. I don't know what triggered terms of service or what happened, but a lot of my stuff got mass flagged for like violence, and it was Gears of War clips. And I don't know what happened. I really think I was targeted. I talked shit about a few YouTubers, but in a playful way. But you never underestimate people's fan bases. They're demented. Oh, that was wonderful. Again, we're being silly in a video game. Violence against women is something I feel really passionate about. No. Wait. What? I mean, protecting the battered and the bruised. that sounded like I was like, oh man, you gotta see my new chokehold. I'm so passionate about domestic violence. What I mean is, I'm aware of these issues. I'm a little more. I don't want to use the term woke because of how it's been commandeered and weaponized. But my eyes are open to a lot of social issues. And I probably just did too much acid when I was in high school because I was like, You gotta love everybody, man. Which, I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. But, like, yeah. It's not a bad thing to love everybody. But, you know, I had my little psychedelic epiphany. And then it was just kind of hard to be around a lot of people in those social circles anymore because... Okay. I'll just say an example from my real life. Ow, ow. As we go somewhere else on the challenge map. We still have some time here. So, there was this chick who was the sister of this chick I was banging one summer, right? Okay? This is way before I met my wife. Or wait, actually, we knew each other. So this is because this was right after high school, but she had moved away for college or whatever, right? So, there was this chick that I was, like, I don't know, kind of, I don't want to, like I said, be dehumanizing to a woman. Okay, she's a woman, but, you know, it was kind of like a for the summer, right? It wasn't like a serious thing. But I ended up, like, meeting her sisters or family or whatever, right? Whatever, no big deal. The one sibling also was a total stoner, right? And they were like, hey bro, I heard you smoke. You know, my sister said you smoke. I was like, yeah. And, you know, and they like came out with like a fat one. I was like, dude, let's go. I was like, let's walk around downtown. Let's blow this thing, man. Let's go to the riverfront. Let's get faded and get some tacos. Right? Down, right? Fucking down. Flash forward maybe... I don't know, how many more years would this be? Probably like... I don't know. I'm so old now. When did this game come out? 2010? Trying to think of the timeline here. This must have been 2017 then. So like many, many years later, my wife and I are hanging out and she's like, we're totally out of smoke. And I was like, what? Really? Yeah. I was like, I guess I was rolling those blunts too fast. She's like, what the fuck? We're out of smoke? I know this is pretty long-winded, but bear with me. I'm just trying to get to the point. So, we already know that I became acquaintances with that girl's sister, okay? And then flash forward many years later, my wife and I are out of smoke. And I remembered, hey, you know, so-and-so smokes, right? The overarching point here was talking about racial, like, and people, and how it's disgusting to be around. People are not enlightened. People have hatred for one another instead of realizing that we're all human. Okay, that was the overarching point. So I decided, you know what? I still have their phone number. So I'll hit them up. I know they're holding. They smoke way more than us. And sure enough, I got a hold of them. They're like, yeah, dude, I'll bring over a sack. You know, if you know what? How about this? How about a deal? She's like, I'll smoke everyone down and I'll leave you a 3.5 and you just order a pizza or something. I'm like, down. Fucking down. And then so she comes over. Everything is normal. And she's talking about like the career she's going for and she's in university and things are going well since, you know, way back when, since we met. Oh, that's cool. And then all of a sudden, she started spewing the most racist garbage and using the N-word, saying, I hate those, you know, I'm doing good in life, but you know what? You know, one of my drill sergeants was a, and I hate, and I was like, oh my god. And at first, I thought she was doing a bit. Like when I'm doing like my Cletus voice, like, oh, come on, boy. Like I'm doing like like my hillbilly voice, like it's a racist character. And like my mind was processing it that way at first because it was so fucked up. Like I've heard racist shit before growing up in a city with a downtown, and then actually going to downtown Chicago, right? Because the city where I grew up in has a downtown also, 30 minutes from Chicago, right? But it's got like big city blocks. I've heard all of the nasty shit. I've been hanging with the homies. I've heard racist shit, okay? But this was shocking. This totally blindsided me. And like I said, for the first maybe 5 or 10 seconds of it, I thought she was doing a bit. Like there was going to be a punchline to it. But she was just saying how she hated black people. And like, not that racists have any good reason to be racist, but she wasn't like providing anything other than I hate them. Not like I hate them because, or they're thugs, or that loud music, whatever the right wingers say, or whatever. She didn't even say any of those things. She just said, I fucking hate them because of what they are. And it was so stone cold. It was like so, almost like scripted. Like this is what happens to the brain if you're exposed to this right wing shit until you believe it. And I hate to say, they were aspiring in that career, that they were, but with that kind of attitude towards other human beings, you're not going to go very far. So, some people definitely are not enlightened, and it makes my skin fuccan crawl. And I'm using the term enlightened flippantly. Because I'm saying, mushrooms, acid, it changes your perspective, and you humanize others, and you're more empathetic. That's what I say, enlightened. Okay, I'm not being like super hyperbole here. Being like, it is kind of an enlightenment, but anyway, that was crazy to me. It's okay, we still got time. That was crazy to me, and so I was like, okay, you have to leave, and they were like, what? I was like, you have to leave. You're not welcome in my home anymore. They said, what? Bro, we go way the fuck back. Da, 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 da. I'm like, dude, no, you just gotta leave. I don't tolerate that shit. And there's a little bit of backpedaling, like, oh, da, 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 da. And I'm like, dude, so like, not that it's like I'm trying to equivocate two struggles, alright? I'm not trying to make a false equivalency, but like, my wife was sitting right there, and she's a racial minority. So like, if you're spewing hate about one group, you're kind of under the umbrella of the semi-racist term itself, minority, which is a fucking like bullshit. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, like have some like I wouldn't. Let's say I am a racist, and I'm gonna make an N-word joke. I wouldn't say it to my Hispanic friend or my Asian friend or my, I would say it to another white. Isn't that the protocol? Okay, I can't believe she went off like that, and I was like, you know what? You gotta fucking go. And I blocked him and stopped talking to him, and I was like, the most appalling thing, because we're going to keep playing. I don't want to just rant, and I am going to upload this to YouTube. But the most appalling thing was there were no signs of this. Like, we had gone out to eat, had like black waiters, and like we'd gone to like the store, been around like we've been in the hood where I grew up, and they were thumping loud music, and I was vibing to it. She never said anything remotely indicative of that like worldview. So like, people, it's a scary world. People have that in them deeply. I couldn't even believe it. I'm sorry I'm going on about it, but it's like they never said they're like a Christian and they're like, "Oh, I love everybody and everyone's welcome and I love everyone." And dude, I couldn't believe it. Let me just summarize it, because in other words, what I'm trying to say is normally you would see a pattern. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Hello, hello, hello. I'm back. Okay, what I was saying is normally you would see a pattern. So it just came out of nowhere, and it just disgusted me to my core. I'm sorry. But yeah. And if there's people like that in your life, there's nothing wrong with fucking just icing them out, because especially with what's going on in California right now, it's disgusting. Okay. I could be one of those leftists that's like, I want a secure border. But what we're doing now is disgusting. The United States government is doing. I keep saying disgusting. I can't think of a word. I mean, it's like Orwellian shit, like 1984, Big Brother's watching you type shit. The thought police, it's pretty scary. So when I was echoing these things in high school, all the way back in like 2005, did people just think I was paranoid or something? You know, I don't want to just... This is my view. Silence is violence. Oh, bro, I don't want to get political. Oh. Well, in 2006, I was talking about the genocide in the West Bank in 2006. And that didn't go over well at the Christian school I went to for most of my life. Shit, it didn't go over well when I went to public school. I was like, yeah, it's an apartheid regime, and it's a complete right-wing state, and it's committing an ethnic cleansing. And literally, people were like, because I went to like religious school, people were like, yeah, but like that's like, but God is like from Israel. Like, what? What does that mean? But you know, like that's like where like Jesus is from. What? You know, and it's important to decouple innocent, loving American Jews from Zionist, statist, Israeli nationals. It's different. But yes, I already broke the 8 bones. We're gonna get an awesome clear time for this. Here we go, check this out. We're gonna get a 420 clear time. I'm gonna do it right at 420. Check it out, guys. Oh, I didn't beat this one. Alright, well, how about this then? How about that game? That's enough. I should have been flailing on the ground more. Look at that. Look at that. Is anyone talking in the chat? No one's talking in the chat. It's okay. I'm a loser. Why don't we do some... I feel like doing a contest. Oh, I feel like doing a photo spot. Yeah, what's this one? Double kickflip the waterfall? I don't remember this one. Oh, okay. Wait, hang on. Hang on, wait. Hang on, if I'm in the air, does it count? Is gapping the waterfall? Well, that guy's dead. I just have to see. Come on, please trigger. I don't want to get triggered. Yeah, someone's being tased. No, dude, I can't get it. What the fuck? No, it doesn't get... Well, when you bail, obviously. But anyway, let's restart this one. Oh, that was crusty. That was so fucking crusty, dude. Fully tweaked. But I didn't like it. So I like gapping this spot. I didn't know it was a challenge. I didn't think. Maybe I'm tripping. Is that the one I just did? And then what if I did? What the fuck? You can tell a non-skateboarder designs some of these challenges because, like, this is not a line that you would tend to. God damn it. I'm not getting enough speed, man. And you know what? It's not like I can't do this challenge. It's that I'm actually running out of time to stream here. And I did all my ranting. I did all my silly shit. So let's do a little bit of delicious flips. Because doing delicious flips not at the mega park is fun. Cunt. Again, this is a video game. Bitch. Or that's terrible. Incel mentality and the dehumanization of women is something that's all too common common and all too accepted and disgusting in America. Okay? I'm aware of the issues, and I am an ally. Like I said, I did too much acid. No, dude. We're all human, and all of our lives are valid. all of our lives are valid. And I say it like that because all lives matter is a right wing. It's a right wing besmirching of the Black Lives Matter movement. So that's why I don't say all lives matter. All lives have value. And what they're I said I wasn't going to be political or say any more shit, but what they're doing in Los Angeles right now is it's fucking Gestapo shit, man. I backtracked it. Alright, let's get some crusties, dude. This one's gonna be nasty. I wanted to clear the bridge. Gosh darn it. God damn it. Nope. That was my anus. Oh! Christians be like, we view violence as repugnance, except if it's sanctioned by the state. I said it in one of my other videos when I was being cringe and ranting, and I uploaded it. You can't be a bootlicker and alternative. You can't be conservative and part of counterculture. It's an oxymoron. It's a redundancy. It's like, I like to dress up like a punk rocker, but my favorite flavor is boot. Specifically, police officer boot. I have a friend who likes army soldier boot. And people are like, well, you don't respect the troops? Oh my god. No. My heart goes out to anyone who's suffered the horrors of war. Okay? I support the veterans. But what I do condemn is the very thing that they're doing. Hey, let's go somewhere else to kill someone because President Fucknub said so. It's not worth it. The only time that military force is justifiable is when you're being, like, totally fucking invaded. Just going places to fucking hurt people because it forwards an agenda. It's disgusting, and I'll always be outspoken about that shit, as I have been since I was a very small child, even before I was even a teenage. So yeah, stop the capitalist death machine. Can we stop funding the fucking goddamn genocide overseas? And yeah, I'm not even talking about how Greta Thunberg got fucking kidnapped by the IDF. Yeah, just fuck it. Fuck it. Mask off, right in the open. fuck it, right? You know, Americans are so Islamophobic, even more so post 9/11, that they don't give a fuck. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about the conflict anymore. And I'm calling it a conflict just because of YouTube guidelines, but it is a germ. It is a germ. It is a genocide. It is a genocide. It is a genocide. Okay? What's the difference between jam and jelly? I can't jelly my cock down your throat, Billy. Did I just land to flat like a crusty hobo? Oh, even that's ableist to say now. I'm sorry. You can't say hobo or bum. It is homeless person. But I'm not trying to be a cocksucker. But yeah, if you think that war in a modern age is Valorant or like heroic or modern technology, and if you think just in modern society where most wars are actually just money wars and cutting off resources and they're computer wars, there's nothing heroic about it. Thank you for your service. Okay, yeah. Do we need to have a standing military to be a protected nation? Of course. Okay. I'm not. Do we need to go to foreign lands and kill people right now? Probably not. Probably not. Just saying. So if you're like, oh, my dad was a Marine, or my brother died, or you're so disrespectful, it's like, yeah, no, people who go to kill people are pieces of shit. But the difference is, when your grandpa went to go kill people, he was fighting the Nazis. Do you get it? He wasn't occupying valuable American desert territory. He was fighting the Nazis. What a slam. So that's the difference. So you're aiding and abetting an apartheid regime, and it's totally America funded and America approved, and you're capping fucking people that aren't even combatants. Okay? And from their perspective, it's not even a religious war, to be completely honest. Crusty. And so like, yeah, that's not valor, that's not honor. Okay? So again, we're gonna make the distinction. That's dog shit. When your grandpa went to war, that was for something. Even if it was just fear of communism. But we went, what a slam. Like school. I'm good at the shaggy voice, but not there. I sounded really bad. I mean, I'm about to wrap it up here, but let's get some juicier flips in. I'm sorry. I always say I'm not going to rant about this stuff, but it really weighs heavy on my heart. I can't just see atrocities around the globe and just go, I got Starbucks. It's hard. But that's what 90% of Americans do. They're like, yeah. So, I'm going to babushka. I'm going to run up here, go to the other launch point, get a few flips in, and then leave. But thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And if you like my dumbass, squeaky voice, please go over to my YouTube channel, like, subscribe, share the shit, Maybe my edits will go viral one day, you know? Trying to stay relevant. You know what they say. Oh shit. I keep it 100, no cap. You feel me, dog? Oh no, my hair is turning to broccoli. Oopsie. Hey guys, watch this. Not that. Wanna see some fire? Not that either. I hate that. I like over rotated. Okay. I'm at the wrong distance for this. Fuck. I gotta get a couple here before I get a goal. Cause damn. What the actual fuck? Oh man. Don't tell me I didn't have enough speed. Come here, Billy. The fun part is if you just like build up momentum, right? And if you hit the right angle, you go flying out of the tube. Oh, how am I slowing down? Normally you don't like slow down. You just keep ripping. Let's try and launch out. That was decent, but you can launch out far and gap to other ramps. The world's on fire right now, guys. Holy shit. Alright, let's get a couple more flippies. And then I'm gonna bounce. Oh man. That was bogus. Alright, come on. What the f- That was awful. I hated that. I just want to get a couple flips in so that I'm nice and satisfied. Oh, satisfied. And that guy fucked me over. My wheels got stuck in the ground. I went too far. Okay, this is my last flip, you guys. That was a not quite, but thanks for watching. Thank you for watching. What the fuck? Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I really gotta start getting ready here. Alright, those were sloppy, but I gotta start getting ready. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to watch my videos. I don't always use hashtags on Twitch. I stream IRL. I play dance games. I play arcade games. I don't just play Skate. I play Gears of War. I play Halo. I play shooters, you know. Okay, I play puzzle games. You name it. So, thanks for watching. Tune into my videos. YouTube Eags, E-A-G-E-S. Eagles without the L if you'd like. Okay, that's it. Okay, I'm Eags at Eags420. Check that shit, bro. I got to bounce.